Hey guys, we have a spooky episode in store. I'm going to interview artist Todd Myzia. We talk about our favorite horror movies, and Josh is going to try a pumpkin marshmallow beer. Let's get going. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Doobes, Doobes. We roll up the doob with the ganja, the marijuana. Doobes. Get high.
Bam! Welcome all you witches. This is Two Dudes, Two Doobes. I'm your host, Ryan Cameron. Sparking up a doob right now is my co-host, Dalton Wooldridge. Welcome, Dalton. At the bar, Mr. Josh Weaver. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sparking your own doob tonight. We're smoking some lilac diesel from Strawberry Fields.
Let's take a little look-see. My bad. All right, so it looks like the THC percentage, this could be either here or there. Looks like it's about 25.45% to 34.25%.
It was the Diamond Special. It was the Diamond Shelf, and this month they are promising to be the cheapest dispensary in Pueblo. Always light it with your Two Dudes lighter.
It's a little advertising.
Oh yeah, they're always available. Hit us up. For sale, $2.99. Josh, what do you think about it?
I think it's pretty smooth. I mean, it hits kind of hard. It's making me want to cough, but I'm trying not to.
Good. You're supposed to be coughing.
I'm going to cough.
If you ain't coughing, you didn't buy the right shelf. You're going to be trying out some pumpkin beer, some pumpkin marshmallow.
Fluffy Pumpkin Toasted Marshmallow Pumpkin Porter by Odyssey Beer Works.
Got a little,
Beer Works with an E-R-K.
Got a little jack-o'-lantern on the front, so you can tell it's our Halloween episode. Before we get to talk about all that, we got to talk about Fred's Poltergeist lamp.
Oh, yeah.
The devil lamp.
Oh, yeah.
This lamp has been unplugged
Here's
for
the
5 days. There's the plug. Lift it up. Show them it's not a magic trick. Ooh, yep. See, no fucking gimmicks. Now let's see the light.
Now, only one of them works, but
It's enough.
Lord?
magic.
As if on cue, the light that needs no electricity. It has no batteries. I Googled it up. This doesn't happen like a lot. I was like, oh man, it's got to have some kind of transformer in it or something that's storing the power.
There's a ghost trapped in that shit. That's what that is.
It just wants to shine bright like a
And every
diamond.
time you turn it on, it has an orgasm.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
like,
Look,
turn
well, he's
me
already
on.
fading.
Uh-oh.
He's going. He needs
Don't die on us now.
getting
Gus.
that
Damn, you can't be
post-nut
done yet.
nap
We just
in.
turned you on.
So that's pretty fucking spooky if you ask me. But now we're gonna go on to our next segment. I talked to a artist, Mr. Todd Myzia. He's a local horror freak. He's got a giant toy and collection of horror memorabilia. He loves the movies. He's an artist. So let's go check out that interview real quick, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm here with Todd Myzia.
Myzia, you got it.
See, I've been saying it wrong for so many damn years, but I'm glad to finally get to meet you, buddy. I
You
mean,
as well.
we've known each other forever, man. It seems like forever.
It's
But
been several years at least.
It's one of them online relationships,
Yeah,
though.
social media.
We never met each other in real life. You helped us with our court order poster.
Right.
That
right,
was
I remember
awesome.
That. Yeah.
Appreciate that. So we're here because it's Halloween, and I know you're the Pueblo horror master, the Halloween extraordinaire.
That's exactly what my desk says. Yes.
That's your long title on your
Right. It's a
desk.
really long plaque. It's about
2 plaques don't talk to each other.
Well, it goes around the desk.
Right. So, So I had to come talk to you for Halloween, man. I always appreciate your art, and then like we were saying on social media, you're always posting all the Halloween. We're part of the Colorado Horror Group.
Colorado Horror Freaks on Facebook. Yep.
Yeah, join up, man. You guys can. We always have a trivia and
Trivia,
bunch of cool
games,
shit.
Did you knows? We award pumpkins to people, which is very odd. We don't run it like a regular Facebook group.
Yeah, it's
You
a
get
little
pumpkins,
different.
and then whoever's got the most pumpkins get to like pick whatever horror theme they want for the cover.
The cover
with
art.
their little name on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. So if you like horror and you want to join up, hit us up on the damn Facebook.
What up?
Colorado Horror Freaks.
Colorado Horror Freaks. Yes.
You manage that page, and then also, I mean, how long have you been doing art?
I started drawing back like 5th grade or something. I kind of like started with like Jim Davis's Garfield.
Okay.
I started drawing him repeatedly over and over and over, and then I branched out. And then the comic book boom of like the 90s, that hit, so I kind of like transferred over like comic book art, and then it just kind of stuck there, and I just kept going with it. So it's like, since 5th grade, it technically I guess would be when I first started drawing. So a long time. We won't mention names or ages or years or anything.
It's all good, man. They could,
Probably the gray won't come through on the TV, right?
no, I could color that out
okay.
with
Right on.
special effects, When did you like get into the horror art?
Horror art came later in life. I had, because I was too little to be watching horror when I was a kid. Started getting into horror when I was about 13. Saw a bunch of the Friday the 13th, Halloweens. Started getting into those big franchises that have 25 different movies, installments of it. Those, and just kind of like mixed, just kind of merged what I loved, what my passion was, with what my hobby was, and just kind of decided to mix horror and artwork. I do other stuff, but I love doing horror the most.
Right. Yeah, you have all kinds of artwork out there. I'll post some of it while we're talking to show people what you're up to.
Word.
I notice you'll take any horror character and make him into a sexy bitch.
I have been known to do that on several occasions. Yes, I do. I do like putting. I don't know how to like. It's become a staple in Halloween now for every woman costume, basically every female costume.
The
You
slutty
got the
version.
slutty SpongeBob, the slutty Elmo, stuff's crazy. But I feel like I was kind of doing it before that got out of hand. I remember back in like 90, I guess we are mentioning years, so let's see, back in like 98, I drew like a female Phantom of the Opera. I was like, that's cool. Like, why don't we get more characters to, in like female, like do females in like male specific roles. So yeah, then I just started doing that, and I started making sometimes they tend to be slutty because I guess that's a little bit of anime influence maybe because they like to voluptuize and whatnot.
I think horror has always been like that. I think we were talking earlier before the cameras are even rolling. Like a lot of kids get into horror just because they got that kind of, you could see some skin.
You got to figure the target audience for horror movies, especially back in the 80s, was late teenagers, stuff like that. So you just throw a little bit like a girl kind of taking her top off or something like that,
right.
And you got your target audience all excited and they want to keep watching the movie. And they all go to school talking about it, like middle school, high school, whatever.
And then there's always the sexy, like there's Elvira, and there was like the mom from the Monsters, or
Lily Munster.
Yeah, man, like those are the kind of goth chicks were always sexy.
Vampire.
So. But maybe there's somebody out there who's just maybe they turned 18, they could finally, their parents never let them watch horror movies. What would you introduce them? A good movie to introduce somebody to the horror genre. Maybe they're not into horror or whatever.
Movies. I actually had to do this, with my girlfriend, because she wasn't much of a horror fan at all. She kind of avoided that genre, so I'm getting her into it, obviously. But we started off with something kind of simple. We started off with like Evil Dead. I showed kind of the classics. The original Evil Dead, the original Halloween, and that's a good.
Evil Dead is a good introduction.
There's not especially the '78 Halloween by Carpenter. There's not a lot of blood. There's very little blood actually.
Okay. Come on out.
Stuff like that. The original Friday the 13th. I just kind of started off with I stick with the classics. The newer stuff is a little more in depth, I think, and some of the stuff has homages to original films, which you won't catch unless you watch the original films.
Right, you won't even know what they're...
But The Exorcist would be a good start off. It might scare some people.
And reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit. Damien!
Especially if they have maybe a religious background or anything like that.
That's
That might be
just scary.
My mom won't go near that movie. She's deathly afraid of it. Well, I mean, it's based on a true story and whatnot.
Those exorcisms always do creep me out, man. Just the fact that they did do them, and maybe people were psycho in real life. Who knows? They've been doing them for fucking years.
Yeah.
Millennia.
Well, I was gonna say not even years. It's been centuries. They've been doing exorcisms.
Yeah, it's interesting shit.
Another thing you should not try at home. So.
Yeah. You're not a priest. Anybody watching this isn't a priest anyway, so they shouldn't. Just because you have a Bible don't mean you're a priest. God damn it. Okay, so what was your favorite horror movie?
It kind of depends on what. I actually ping pong back and forth, but for the most part, it's the original '78 Halloween.
The night he came home.
Sometimes I get into that zombie, especially when Walking Dead and everything got really popular, a couple years
is that
back.
your favorite genre? Is the slasher, old school?
I'm a sucker for a slasher. You put a dude in a mask with some sort of sharp weapon and a bunch of really ridiculously dumb teenagers.
Running around.
And I'm a happy dude. I will kick back with some popcorn and whatever, and I'm as happy as can be. Even the newer movies like Hatchet, an homage to the '80s slasher movies that. I'm totally down for just giving some Psycho Blade and a bunch of nobodies to just kill randomly in really bloody, gory, funny fashions.
Right.
We're all gonna die.
When we go back, we're gonna talk about our favorite horror movies, and I always like the Child's Play ones, just because they're just so ridiculous, man. You could obviously just kick this doll. He has no muscle mass, but it's just hilarious. And that's I kind of like horror movies in that fashion, that they kind of make me laugh more. I like the ones that make me laugh, that don't take themselves too serious. Some of the too serious ones I get bored, oh man, all you're trying to do is this ambiance, shadowy bullshit, and then there's a jump scare every now and again.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of the jump scare. There's especially in movies nowadays, it's all about the loud noise, the stingers, the make them jump in their seats. But when you get out, you get out of the movie or you turn off Netflix or whatever, it's over, you're done, the movie's over, you saw it, okay, yeah, that kind of had some free moments. I always prefer the creepier movies, the stuff that did stuff subtly.
Right. Or just one character's really weird.
Yeah, the creepy, because then you're finished with the movie, but then you go and lay down in bed at night and you're but the way he looked, man, that was freaky. That's not cool.
Yeah. It's
what if he's creeping down my stairs or something? Gosh, what was that? Sinister? I'm gonna sound like a fool here. I think it was Sinister. One of the creeps was the guy's the camera's turned. He's got his laptop sitting there, and he's talking away to his wife, but you can see the laptop in the background. You can see the dude's face turn and look. And then it goes back, that messed me up. That was not cool.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me, man. I'll take the stinger. Have a cat jump out of a closet at me. I can handle that. Don't have that creepy dude turn and look at me and then turn back away. That was subtle and creepy.
That is
messed me up.
I remember even when I was a kid, I would watch Unsolved Mysteries, and the song
the
and shit got me more than the actual story.
Leave the room immediately.
Oh no, Grandma, can we watch something else, please?
Put on He-Man.
So anyway, happy Halloween to you.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you. Thanks for talking with us. Like I said, we'll show some of your artwork, and if you guys need to get a hold of Todd, look him up, get your own artwork. He does custom stuff. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Facebook recently got hacked, so you have to go for Art by Ms. Official on Facebook. The other one's not. I lost control of that one. No, that's not official anymore. Someone hacked that one and started charging all kinds of advertising. I'm on Instagram as Art by Ms. I'm on TikTok as Art by Ms. And you can catch me like every month at the Nerdy Flea Market at the Nerd Emporium.
Oh, that's always a good time.
13th and Elizabeth. That's like the first weekend of every month. I'm there every month. I will be at the Comic-Con in November. The Pueblo Comic-Con. I'll be there, so you can always hit me up there.
We'll be there too.
I'm all over the place. Nice. Cool.
I always say we're going to be places and then I never show up. So I look an idiot, but it's all good. Alright, so yeah, get him up. He does customs. He does all kinds of art.
Yeah.
I've always
horror art, comic art.
MYZ, Ms.
Art by Ms.
Ms. Alright, back to y'all.
See ya.
All right. Hey, thanks again, Todd, for showing us all your cool shit. It was cool going over there and checking it all out. Make sure you check him out on the webs, all them places you could find artists. Okay, so now we're going to talk about our favorite horror movies. Dalton's been debating this all day. So what'd you finally come up with, man?
I don't know. So I guess when it comes down to horror movies, it's I was talking to Josh about this earlier. I was having a little bit of issues trying to determine what type of genre of horror, like modern horror, classic horror, body horror, that
There's
kind of
so
stuff.
many. Comedy horror.
Yeah, comedy horror. There's a lot of them, and it's like, damn, like, are we talking about horror movies that actually scare you, or just horror movies that you enjoy just watching?
So I don't know. What's your favorite type?
Well, I like. I'm really starting to become a big fan of this modern horror little thing that they have going. This little like modern horror movement that they have going. Of course, we got directors like Ari Aster, Robert Eggers. Usually, actually, those are like two of the big dogs right now, if you really think about it, in the indie industry. But
what have they made?
Let's see. Robert Eggers did The Lighthouse, and he did The Witch. So those are his two big ones.
The Witch is creepy.
Yeah, The Witch was strange, but I loved it. I thought it was great. Awesome ending. And his endings are kind of, in a way, ambiguous.
The slow burn up to
I love that.
Ending.
And then we take you to Ari Aster. Ari Aster did Hereditary and Midsummer. And when those movies came out, they were insane in the theaters. Like, everybody was going to see that shit.
I haven't seen that one.
Which one?
The Midsummer.
Midsummer's pretty good. I liked it. It's a very interesting breakup movie, but a lot of people don't see it like that.
Right. All right. So, or is that where you're leaning towards, one of them?
Definitely Hereditary, for sure. But then I would have to say I was a big Halloween Michael Myers fan, so I love Halloween. And my last one scared me to death for like over 10, 15 years of my life, The Exorcist. Reagan's fucking demonic face.
Good,
man, Linda Blair killed that shit. Like, oh my God. I feel like I might have said that once before in an episode. I can't remember, but Linda Blair killed that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like I might.
I saw the director's cut one time on mushrooms, man. It was fucking nuts, dude.
How the fuck can you even stand that?
They like put the demon in the background in places that you don't notice. I never noticed that before, dude. That shit fucked me up.
Yeah, I bought the director's cut like a couple weeks ago and watched it again. I'm like, damn, that shit still kills me.
And it's like in different places.
Captain Howdy, that's his name.
The demon from not that face that shows up, but the actual the statue of the demon.
Pazuzu.
Yeah, that one shows up in the background and shit.
Oh yeah,
it's creepy. Anyway, Josh, what's your favorite horror movie?
I always liked The Thing by John Carpenter, starring Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Those two together, they're dynamite for me. Every movie they make, super good.
Right, they were a good team up in the '80s.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we brought a clip from The Thing.
From the climax.
Yeah, from the best part of it, man. So viewer discretion advised, man, because this is a scary part. I hope children aren't watching the show anyway. Oh!
You're gonna have to sleep sometime, you coach.
Well, let's hope, child.
Yeah, fuck this part. Ah, fuck no, dude. Like,
Kind of goofy though, right?
it's goofy as shit, man, but it's so
It's
good and
surprising,
creepy at
though.
the same time. That's just,
Yeah, that part's awesome. They did some good special effects.
oh yeah. I think that's melted bubble gum, like microwave bubble gum.
Oh, for real?
I think so. I think a lot of it is.
And he just cooks it up a little bit more.
Or wait a
Look at all
minute,
the
maybe it's
fire
when
they're
his head
using, like-
pops down. Ah, fuck, man.
Damn. That fucking movie's crazy, dude.
Good scene, but still, like, damn, man.
Oh, it's not
Still
a,
got more.
it's not a burning. All right, yeah, hell yeah, dude. I agree. That's one of my favorite ones. I definitely agree with The Exorcist too. But I always like Child's Play, and I especially like the second one, Child's Play 2. So I would have to say that's my favorite, just because I like more of the more ridiculous. Like I said, I don't really get scared, and sometimes when they're too serious, I get bored. Like, fucking. Anyway, so let's check out a fucking scene, my favorite scene from Child's Play 2. The funniest thing about Chucky is the whole time you're like, dude, he is not menacing.
Oh, damn.
And somehow he survived that. He came back for 5 other movies.
And a new TV show.
TV show.
And Jennifer Tilly came and sewed his ass up.
Like
yeah.
from that?
From all that.
Damn.
Oh, wait, no, that was from the third one when he got chopped up in the fan.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
The third one when Andy's at a military school.
Yeah. That one was interesting. That was an
Yeah,
odd one.
definitely. All right, Josh, let's review this fucking fluffy
Okay.
pumpkin.
Fluffy pumpkin.
Yep, Pilsner.
It's a little bit bitter. Kind of tastes like coffee a little bit. You just spill it all over yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, good job. I did that earlier. It's a little bitter. It tastes like coffee though, right?
It
It's like a
does.
s'mores like latte, but they didn't put any sugar or anything in it.
But it's a fucking beer?
Yeah.
That does not sound like it's good. That sounds awful.
I didn't say
Give
it
it a
was
go,
good.
dude. Sorry, that got a little.
Man, this sounds like this would be a chore
It's
to
got like
fucking
an
drink.
aftertaste to it that's
There's no way I could drink a whole 6-pack of that shit.
6-pack. I don't even know if I could drink the rest of this can.
It smells like toasted marshmallows.
It's got the toasted marshmallow taste.
It's got like the worst part of the marshmallow taste. That's the whole like that burnt little like I like the burnt taste, but like when you get it too much, like that's what the whole
Dalton's
thing
gonna
tastes
puke.
like.
Oh man. I will. What is
That is not bitter. That's just fucking disgusting, whatever that is. I'm sorry to whoever made that. Get something different. That's
I mean,
insane,
Are we
man.
going out of 10?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'd give it a 2. It didn't make me puke.
Oh shit, I was gonna give it a 3. Yeah.
I'll go.
That's
you
generous as
Odyssey.
shit, man. That's like a -5 right
I'll
there.
give it a 3. It wasn't.
Oh man, like if you're that fucking.
I guess. Okay, so one would have been if it made me puke. I could at least go back for another sip. So yeah, I'll at least give it a 3. It's not.
Oh,
so
I'm gonna
bad,
drink
not
the rest
gonna
I'm
of
not a
Yeah.
beer drinker, so maybe I'm not the best person to ask, but that tastes like ass.
Oh, it don't taste nothing like beer that I drink. So. It does
Yeah, I
have
don't
some
know. It's
kinda
just leaving a
flavor
bad
to it,
taste in
though.
my mouth.
Yeah, my water.
I think that's the spice. Anyway, that's our show. Thanks again to Todd for letting me go interview him. Thanks, Dalton, for at least giving it a try.
Yeah.
for hanging out, telling us about Hereditary and Midsummers.
Definitely.
Thanks, Josh, for talking about The Thing and helping us review The Fluffy Pumpkin.
Yeah, anytime.
Anytime. Next time we'll get you something a little better. So everybody out there, stay spooky, stay freaky. See you next time. Like, subscribe, share.
2 dudes, 2 Doobes.
Yeah, buy the lighter. Available online
Gotta
now.
keep selling these lighters, man. They're making me rich.
Oh yeah, raking in the pennies by the day.
I've never
Ain't enough wheelbarrows in this garage.